What's up, die-hard Bears fans? Hold on to your hats because what I'm about to say isn't what you're used to hearing. This is the Bears News Fan Report, and I'm diving straight into the action. The Chicago Bears are making headlines everywhere, and 4 absolute bombshells just dropped. All of them are directly connected to the immediate future of our team. We're talking about a coach who doesn't crack a smile, a backfield in absolute crisis, rumors of a major defensive reinforcement, and even the possibility of replacing a starter who once seemed untouchable. The real question is this: are the monsters of the Midway finally coming back? But before I break it all down for you, let me ask you one quick thing. Smash that subscribe button right now, hit the notifications, and drop a like on this video because it helps grow this amazing community of passionate, true blue and orange fans. Let's do this together, family, because nobody breaks it down like the Bears News Fan Report. The first bombshell of the day isn't even coming from the field, but from the sideline. It's all about the Bears' new head coach, Ben Johnson. He came in with a reputation as an offensive genius, a guy who can scheme his way into putting points on the board against anyone. But people quickly started noticing something unusual. It looks like the man never smiles. During that 38-point preseason blowout win against the Buffalo Bills, the cameras caught his face several times. And even then, with the Bears putting on a show, he looked mad, locked in, serious, as if the team was down 3 touchdowns. And of course, social media blew up with memes, jokes, and debates because fans don't let anything slide. But here's where it gets interesting. Wide receiver DJ Moore and rookie Rome Odunze, 2 of Johnson's main targets, admitted in interviews that the coach does actually smile, but only when things go perfectly. Moore even said, if every single detail of the play goes down exactly the way he drew it up, then you might see a slight grin. Odunze took it further, saying it might even take a perfectly timed joke just to loosen him up. This tells you everything about his style. Johnson is obsessed with details. He's not satisfied with just the result. He wants clean execution, discipline, and precision on every single play. And honestly, maybe that's exactly what the Bears needed after the disaster of last year. We were sick of basic mistakes, broken plays, missed assignments, and a team that looked like it had no identity. If the price of fixing that is having a grumpy, detail-obsessed coach on the sideline, I'll pay it gladly. And judging by the fan forums, I'm not the only one. Some fans argue they want to see their head coach smiling to build confidence, but the majority say they don't care. If the Bears are winning, who cares if the coach ever cracks a grin? In fact, this no-nonsense demeanor might even become the symbol of a new era, representing total focus and 0 distractions. Imagine the playoffs, Soldier Field rocking, a massive win secured, and then Ben Johnson finally breaks out that smile. That moment would be iconic, the picture of a historic turnaround. But the question remains, how far can this seriousness really take us? If it fuels a respectable season, the smile can stay locked away for all I care. Now, buckle up, because the second bombshell shakes the roster to its core. The Bears' backfield situation has turned into a borderline disaster. Just last week, while preparing for the Monday night clash with the Vikings, fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. There was literally only one healthy running back. Practicing, DeAndre Swift, Roschon Johnson, and rookie Kyle Monangai were all sidelined with injuries. Travis Homer on injured reserve. The coaching staff was forced to set up drills with only one guy taking reps. That's not just a problem, that's a red flag. And it didn't take long for speculation to start swirling. The hottest name, tied to Chicago right now, is running back Damian Martinez, currently stashed on the Seattle Seahawks practice squad. Now, some people might shrug because he was a 7th-round pick, but look deeper. His college resume is flat-out impressive. At Oregon State, as a freshman, he nearly hit 1,000 rushing yards, while averaging over 6 yards per carry. In his sophomore season, he put up over 1,300 yards and 9 touchdowns. When the Pac-12 collapsed, he transferred to Miami, and topped. Another 1,000-yard season with 10 touchdowns against tough ACC defenses. This is a player who forced over 130 missed tackles in college, explosive, powerful, and dangerous. Seattle didn't cut him because of lack of talent. They kept him off the 53-man roster because their backfield is absolutely stacked. But here's the loophole. Any team can sign him off the practice squad to their active roster. And if there's one team that desperately needs a body right now, it's the Bears. Martinez could come in as that bruising runner on early downs, handle short yardage situations, and balance the offense until Roschon is back. And if we're honest, the comparisons to Roschon are unavoidable. Same size, same build, same physical style. But here's the kicker. Roschon has been injury-prone dating back to college. If Martinez proves he can carry that same strength and vision onto an NFL field, he might challenge for that RB2 role long-term. Fans on social media are already calling for GM Ryan Poles to make the move immediately. The cost is minimal, a rookie contract, and the upside could be massive. My take? If the Bears pass on this opportunity, the offense could stall before the season even finds its rhythm. The patience of this fan base is already thin. Sitting on their hands would be a mistake. But let's move to the third bombshell, and this one shifts us to the defense. Because while the backfield is in crisis, the Bears are also being linked to a possible defensive reinforcement that could completely alter the front seven. The name? Carl Lawson. The 30-year-old veteran edge rusher who spent last season with the Cowboys is now a free agent. At first glance, it may not seem like a headline-making signing, but dig deeper, and it makes perfect sense. Lawson has battled through injuries, but he's shown he can still get after quarterbacks. He brings discipline, consistency, and most importantly, veteran leadership. The Bears' defense is young, still developing its identity, and Johnson's system thrives on intensity and attention to detail. Lawson fits that mold perfectly. The best part? He won't break the bank. Analysts are projecting a deal around $3 to $4 million per year on a short-term contract. That's exactly the kind of low-risk, high-reward move Chicago needs. Imagine pairing him in a rotation with Montez Sweat and Dayo Odeyingbo. Suddenly, the pass rush is deeper, quarterbacks are forced to throw faster, and the secondary holds up better. Fans debate whether the Bears should swing for flashier free agents, but to me, this is simple. Smart, disciplined signings win championships, not splashy overpays. Lawson could be that missing piece of toughness this defense needs. And that leads us to the fourth and final bombshell, one that isn't about today, but about the future. Because Ryan Poles has already been spotted scouting at the Texas-Ohio State game, and all eyes were on Buckeyes safety Caleb Downs. If you follow college football, you know this name already. If you don't, learn it now. He's projected as the best safety prospect since Eric Berry. Downs was a unanimous All-American as a freshman, recording over 100 tackles at Alabama before transferring to Ohio State, where he continued to shine with interceptions, pass breakups, and even punt return touchdown. Scouts are projecting him as a top 5 pick in the 2026 draft. So, why does this matter for the Bears? Because the safety position is about to get expensive. Kevin Byard's contract is short-term, and Jaquan Brisker is heading toward the final year of his rookie deal. If either one walks, or worse, both, the Bears' defense could have a massive hole in its spine. New defensive coordinator Dennis Allen loves using versatile safeties who can disguise coverages, blitz off the edge, and move around like chess pieces. Downs is exactly that. But here's the tricky part. To land Downs, Chicago would almost certainly need to trade up in the draft. He's not slipping outside the top 10. That means giving up valuable draft capital, maybe even another first-round pick. And that's where the debate rages among fans. Some say yes, because without a defense, there's no championship. Others argue no, that the team should stockpile picks to build depth across the board. But either way, the urgency is clear. If Poles wants this generational safety, the Bears need to start planning now. Otherwise, the opportunity slips away. So, after everything we've gone through today, here's the bottom line. The Bears are standing at a crossroads. It's not just about Ben Johnson's poker face, the crumbling backfield, Carl Lawson possibly, suiting up in navy and orange, or Caleb Downs, lurking as the safety of the future. It's about the soul of this franchise. Are we finally ready to leave mediocrity behind and embrace our true identity as the monsters of the Midway? That's the real question. And here on the Bears News Fan Report, we'll keep holding them accountable, no matter how it plays out.